Alrighty, we can begin. So, this is Land Nomad. It is a map with a lot of hunt, trees, resources, goldstone. There's hunt all over the place. Sheep to get food, beer, though they're beer, boar, which are give you a lot of food, but are a little dangerous. Sheep, which you can use to move around, scout around, check the map. And as Nomad, we start off with 3 villagers. We choose a location where we want to build our town center, where we can really start our empires. And, as you can see, there are X's on the map. Over here, we've got red and orange. This is our 2 team. Over here is Jon Perkins. Jon Perkins is a 1500. To give you an idea, 1500 is I think I want to say it's top 1500 in the world, top 1000. It's pretty good. It's pretty bloody good. Over here we've got Hera, and his elo is I think it's 2900. So twice that of Jon Perkins, and Jon Perkins is already a really good player. And so. Hera is the Magnus Carlsen of Age of Empires right now. So he is very, very good. He's very, very good. Over here we have Ben 10. He is our best player on the team right now. He's a 1575, I think. And he is playing the Grujaras, which start off with berries right under their TC. They can capture sheep and put them in mills to generate a trickle of food. It's a pretty good civilization. Unfortunately, he's right on the border of red and orange, so he's going to have a tough time, as he's going to be the first person to be pressured militarily. Over here we've got green, Watermullins, and he's doing something called laming, and laming is where you kill resources close to the enemy's base that they would usually use, so that they can't use those resources. And so Jon Perkins is being lamed. He has lost a boar over here. That's 340 food. And there's a boar over here that he is just about to finish laming. That's another 340 food. And he's grumpy about it, so he's chasing down Watermullins, his villager. Watermullins is Turks. They have good gunpowder, good gold collection, good hussars, or the scout line. That means they got more armor, so they can kind of stay under projectile fire for a bit. Over here in the blue we've got Leo the cow. He is the Huns. Now the Huns don't have to build houses, and also they start off with a horse. One of the benefits to starting off with a horse is that you're able to explore the entire map very quickly, and you're able to find sheep, and when you find sheep, you're able to move them anywhere, and they give you 100 food, so they're pretty important. Over here is me. Actually a pretty bad TC spot. I'm the Cumans player. Cumans means in feudal age I can drop a second town center. One of the benefits to that is that means I'm going to slowly build up a strong economy, and eventually get around to creating a super strong military. But it takes a while for me to get around to that point. One of the reasons this is kind of a bad starting place is I assume this was a wood line. Typically, you want to build your TC right next to resources, so that way it's faster to collect, and you don't have to spend as many resources on like gathering points, drop off points where you can put the resources. So pretty rough start, but it'll get better, I'm sure. I just need to play it more. So Ben is going to go for the lame against Hera, and this will give you a little bit of a taste of how good this guy is. Hera recognizes he's getting lamed, so he builds a house here, builds a house here, builds a house here, and what do you know? Ben's villager gets killed by the boar. That just kind of gives you an idea of how good this guy is. Yeah, Ben 9 after that one. Going for the brutal boar lore here. I think I lose this villager. But yeah. Hera is the Mongols. Now, the Mongols are a really good civilization for a couple of reasons. One, whenever they are collecting from either deer or boar, they collect the food much faster. And you can see this down here in the idle TC. Idle TC is how much time your town center is doing nothing, right? And his is only 1 second, while everybody's is for anywhere from 45 to 4 seconds. That shows you he's able to get food very, very quickly. So he's collecting a lot of boar. He's collecting the deer over here. Yeah, I'm going to lose this villager. He's collecting deer. He's going to be able to get up to the next stage quite quickly. And he's already got villagers on stone, so he's planning on dropping a castle and getting to Mangudai. Yeah, I lost that villager. And one of the benefits to Mangudai is the how fast they are, how quickly they can dodge, and in the hands of someone like Hera, it's a very, very useful weapon. So Hera is already up to the feudal age. He's going fast castle, which means he's going to the castle age as quickly as possible. He's going to almost dodge feudal age. And the reason his is so quickly, this is just a regular feudal time for me. Because I'm going to go to the feudal age and drop another town center and slowly build up an economy. He is going to castle age as quickly as possible, so that he can drop a castle and create Mangudai. So he is faster than me to feudal age, and he's not even going to be staying around in feudal age that long. That's how good his build is, and how good his eco management is. Over here we've got the Spanish. Spanish are good for a couple of reasons, especially in Nomad. Their villagers construct things faster, so typically what they'll do is they'll collect stone, then go forward and drop a castle, maybe on an opponent's base, and try to disrupt their economy. And out of the castle, they build a very strong unit called the Conquistador. It's a unit on horseback, so it's able to move quickly, and it deals a lot of damage. So Hera's already dropping his 2 buildings for Castle Age, and so he's going to get up very, very quickly. Very, very quickly, yeah. So, yeah, he's already clipped. Just like that, he'll be in Castle Age at minute 16:30, which is pretty good. Yeah, I'm building my second town center here. And right now, I'm pretty clearly behind in villagers here. My eco balance has been rough. My idle TC time hasn't been too bad, but my idle eco, that's like when my villagers aren't doing anything, has been around 9 minutes. So not great eco management from me, but it's going to get better because as Cumans, I'm going to have that second town center, and then I'm going to pass everybody in villager count. Market blacksmith, so Orange is also going fast castle, and so I imagine he's going to start mining stone pretty soon. But yeah, he's up to Castle Age. Blue is also up to Castle Age. He is going to open with Cav archers. As Huns, he gets cheaper cavalry archers, so he's able to deal pressure as quickly as possible. Here we see the Gujaras bonus of putting sheep into the mills to generate a trickle of food. So that's useful, especially as Ben prepares for coming pressure from Hera. And yeah, Hera should be good to drop a castle. Yeah. Thinks better of it, which is smart because a castle is both a defensive and offensive weapon, and he chooses to place it in range of Ben's town center in the hopes of destroying it before he hits Castle Age, disrupting the economy, and then killing all of his villagers. Their goal is to try to apply very early and quick pressure because they don't want to get to the late game. If they get to the late game, it's 800 population versus 400 because population cap is 200 per player, and it's very hard to deal with 800 units. So you want to deal as much damage as quickly as possible. And Ben does something pretty smart here. He recognizes that he is not long for this world. If he tries to be too defensive or something, tries building more town centers here to build an economy here, Hera might just drop a siege workshop and start taking down buildings. But he is going to start creating out of his stables with Shrivampsha riders, and that is a very good counter to what Hera is going to make. Hera is going to make the Mengadai, and because they shoot arrows, the special thing about the Shrivampsha riders is their ability to dodge arrows. So they are the perfect counter, and Shrivampshas are very, very quick. They are very, very quick. Here we have Ben migrating. He's going to go to the very, very safe and turtled up base of Watermullins. Watermullins appears to, let's see, 340, 80. So I think he has enough stone to drop a castle. He's going to drop a castle, try to go Janissaries, or Janissaries, depends on how you pronounce it. I don't know. It's not my language. Some cav archers already out here. Hera continuing to be odious to Ben, but yeah, there we have the Mengadai, and they don't look that much different from the normal cav archer, but they are very quick and nimble. So here we have cav archers going to blue to see how they can see how Leo can mess up Jon's economy. And over here, we've already got damage happening. We have Shrivampsha riders coming into Hera's base and taking out villagers. And over here, because these are so distracting, we have the cav archers taking out Hera's golds. So that's 4 dead villagers right there. And then the Shrivampshas were able to get 2 more. So that should put Hera's economy back. So the castle is up from Watermullins, and that means, oh yeah, what came there? Cav archers did. Cav archers did, my boy. Yeah, there's Ben's town center, in Watermullins' base. So it's a tag team by Leo and Ben against Hera here. And despite this, Hera still has, a decent amount of villagers, and he's able to keep these alive, at least for now. Back here, still not really doing anything significant, but as you can see, I went from being behind in villagers to having, more than, or just about the same amount of pink and green combined. So my economy is very, very strong at this point. So I'm heading up to Castle Age, so I'm the last person there, so that's part of the slowness, but I'll drop more stables, and my military will be large and strong once it comes out. Some microing here back and forth. Mengadai should win this, especially because Hera is just able to pay attention to these better and his economy back home. But as Hera goes to engage, the Shrivampshas from Ben come and mess up this town center construction, and these Mengadai have to go back. And as the Mengadai go that direction, the cav archers are collected. Leo collects more cav archers and goes to deal with those. But he's not paying attention because he is losing villagers back home. Conquistadors from Orange deal a lot of damage, 16 damage per hit. Their accuracy isn't great, and that's a little rough, but as you can see, that's 6 deaths, 6 villager deaths, and these conquistadors will do just fine against cav archers because they deal so much damage. These cav archers are only 50 health, so you know, 3 or 4 shots from conquistadors do it. Something interesting that I didn't realize is they have yet to see my base. This is all that they see. They see blue, green, pink. So they have yet to see. They have yet to see my growing economy. I dropped 2 more town centers, and my economy is doing just fine. Economy is doing just fine. I'm at almost 70. I've got 10 in queue, and I start making knights. Send in some knights to clear up some additional conquistadors, and these knights are pretty quick. That's one of the special abilities of the humans, is they have pretty quick cavalry. But yeah, Watermullins making himself odious to Jon. He's spreading out his Janissaries. Now, Janissaries don't have great accuracy, as you can tell by how many bullets are missing. It's pretty brutal. This guy knows to dodge as soon as this guy fires, but the damage from these guys is, you know, it's 17, and 17 is brutal. But the base accuracy of 50, it both makes it hard to fight enemy units, but also a little easy. Just more conquistadors coming in. They'll be cleared up pretty quickly, because if you don't know where the bullets are going to go and you dodge out of the way, there's a chance one of the bullets that was gonna miss ends up hitting you anyway. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword there. There's good and bad. Conquistadors get cleared up. At this point, I'm just protecting Leo's base so he can drop more town centers, really get his economy going, build some more military buildings. But Watermullins is just idling Jon's base. So Jon isn't really able to get out and deal damage because he has to deal with these very, very dangerous Janissaries dealing so much damage. And something interesting to note is that there's still a stable here, so Ben is still able to make sure Vamsha is very close to Hera's base. And there's still mills with, that's 3 sheep there, that's 6 sheep there. So that's still giving Ben a trickle of food. Clear up of the Janissaries with the conquistadors, but it's not going to be for long. But as you can see, Jon Perkins is doing fine in terms of the eco KD, because he was able to get so much off of blue. But you can also see that Watermullins is untouched, and I'm basically untouched. That 1 death is to that boar because I was being sloppy. Yeah, one of the ways I try to deal with cav archers is I try to go around or like in front of them to try to push them back into a friend's base, and so that way I can have some ranged units give me backup. But I have no desire to chase this down because he's just gonna run to his castle and then I'm gonna lose my knights. So I'm just being slow here. My economy is very much flying. I'm at 111 villagers. And I think I'm pretty close to clicking up to Imperial. But, 21 knights is nothing to scoff at, especially because I believe these are fully upgraded. Okay, not fully upgraded. The armors are fully upgraded, but the attack isn't. But when dealing with these ranged units, the armor kind of matters more. Imperial Age from, there's the attack coming in from me. Imperial Age for Watermullins. So we can expect bombard cannons to be able to take down the castles, and deal some damage. And almost a castle denial over here with the cav archers, but thankfully the conquistadors were there in time. A monk to try to take care of janissaries, but the issue is that janissaries deal so much damage, so it doesn't really work. 3 of us are clicked up to Imperial Age, which is pretty good. That means we're just gonna have better upgraded units, a wide variety of military options there, and funnily enough, Ben is still being obnoxious with the Shirvamshas because, as you can see, Hera hasn't dealt with the stables, he hasn't dealt with the mills, and Ben is doing fine in his economy back home. So he's our lowest rated or lowest scoring player this game, but he is making up with that with military pressure and just making sure that Hera's Mangudai stay home. His Mangudai are never able to leave because if he does, these guys are just going to come in and they're going to kill more villagers. I come in here with these knights. 20 knights is nothing to scoff at. Yes, these shoot arrows, but when you have 20 knights with the armor and attack upgrades, these town centers are going to go down very quickly. And something I did not realize was this town center is actually researching Imperial Age. So if he loses this town center, he has to research Imperial Age somewhere else. It's expensive and it takes forever to research to get there. So I didn't realize he was researching it in this town center. I definitely would have gone and killed it if I did, but I come back because I see that despite Hera's very good trap here where these Shirvamshas are stuck, while he's dealing with that, he's losing villagers and the army over here. We are cooks, yes, because I'm about to get Cavalier, final armor upgrades, and they haven't even seen my base. They haven't seen my base, and they haven't done damage. And Hera has 47 deaths for his economy. So they do not really have options. These are going to become Cavalier and these Mangudai, which aren't even elite Mangudai. He doesn't have the upgrade yet. He doesn't really have anything to do about it. Over here we have 28 Cavalier that are waiting to be upgraded to Paladin. And if they're Paladin, my army can single-handedly wipe out Hera's base. It doesn't matter your rating. If you have 17 Mangudai going against 50 Paladin, and you don't have camels or counter units or spears or anything to deal with it, you are going to lose the game. Doesn't matter how good you are. I have to say, Blue, Leo and Watermullins did a fantastic job just keeping Orange at bay. Orange never was able to deal damage. Watermullins never lost any villagers. I only lost 1 villager. Now Ben lost a lot of villagers. No, actually, no, he lost only a couple of villagers. He killed a lot of villagers with the Shirvamshas. It's funny to me that the mills and the stables were never dealt with, but he only built Mangudai. I would have expected maybe Steppe Lancers to raid as quickly as possible. But when it's a 2v4, I mean, they're allowed to be given the benefit of the doubt. It was a good game. It was over a little bit faster than we were hoping, but fun nonetheless. I was glad I got the experience. So yeah, that's the Lamer Legion versus Hera and Jon Perkins recording review. I hope you liked it, and yeah, that's about it.